Good morning.
Hi, everybody. Never a dull moment.
No, never a dull moment. So we've switched it up in our location today. And I think we should probably talk a little bit about where are we? Well, first of all, we're in what Whitney refers to as Salsa Red. It's my parents' minivan and it's Salsa Red. So this is what we've referred to as our mobile office for the past few weeks. And so we, there's a coffee shop we love in Eagle River, Blend, that has been doing delivery and takeout. So we see people parking behind us for their beverages. We park and use the Wi-Fi and then are able to get our beverage brought out to us. And it's a quiet place to work because there's some insanity. You need to just sometimes remove yourself to get good work done, right?
Yeah, we've lightened it up just a little bit. So we're a little bit closer than we have been. But the truth is, we've actually been sheltering in place with our two families. So.
Yeah, because we live with each other pretty much. We're in a modern day commune. If there was such a thing, it would be what we would call it. So say hey when you're hopping on. Hey Taya. Hey Cindy. I see Julie.
It's fun to be able to, I'm just mesmerized because I haven't been able to see. I've been so far away. I'm like,
Sharon,
there's people online.
Who saw us here? Taya's mom saw us here and was laughing about us working. There's word on the street is that we've been working outside of Blend. People are talking about it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. I've got my beverage and they make beautiful tea. And what do you like?
I have coffee.
Coffee.
I love it. So, hey Katie, thanks for hopping on. So I'm the mama.
And I'm the Mimi.
And this is Mama and Mimi in the Morning. We come to you every Wednesday morning at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We love to share tips for health and wellness and also to just have a lot of fun while we're doing it, laugh, bring some joy into everybody's life, okay? We do giveaways each week. You can get an entry in the giveaway by being on live and saying hello, by catching the replay and commenting #replay.
Oh, hey, hang on a minute. Someone's here.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Why don't you open up?
Ladies.
I know. Is there a way for her to see?
Open the door.
Oh, yeah, open the door. Can I open the door?
Hi.
Hi, look, come on in and say
So you
hello.
got to lean in.
Lean
Ready?
in.
Look.
Here's Angela.
Hey.
Hi, Facebook world.
It's
I don't know
like
what
Cash Cab.
It
know.
is Cash Cab.
Wait, you probably don't know what Cash Cab is, do you? Amy?
Guys, seriously, I'm not that. Okay, I know.
For the record, I have a friend, Mike Bishop. Shout out to Mike Bishop, who was on Cash Cab.
No
Oh,
way.
come on.
He was.
You're famous
Oh my gosh.
because you know him.
Well, right. It's like the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
So they do amazing work here, and
Mhm.
she's just checking in to see
Yes.
if we have what we need.
Do you need anything else? Refills.
Everything's amazing.
Okay, great. Have fun. Bye, Facebook world.
Thanks for letting us use your Wi-Fi.
Of course, anytime.
And the other way you can get an entry for a giveaway is by sharing this video out. You can get an extra entry, okay?
Or make me laugh.
Or yeah, my mom just tends to pick people who are funny. So okay, so we're going to talk today about some summer must-haves. We're going to kind of keep on the topic, even though it was 30 degrees when I woke up this morning.
Do we want to say who won last week, or is that for later?
No, I like to keep it a secret, of course. Why don't you say who won?
Sandy Kachuk, you didn't say anything funny, but you won the drawing.
You're not funny, but
not
you
funny.
still won.
Not funny. but you
And
won.
Stephanie Bruno was my winner. So congratulations to both of you. Be watching in the mail. We'll be sure to get your address.
Cash Cab. I'm just thinking about Cash Cab.
I know what
still.
Cash Cab is. I thought that was a great show. If you guys watched Cash Cab and thought it was awesome, then I want to know.
Maybe we'll start driving around with our logo on the side of the and just picking people up and doing oil things.
Picking people up next time, should we have somebody in the back doing a DIY while we talk or asking them questions? Quick, 2 uses for peppermint. Where is peppermint sourced? Maybe we should. Okay,
That would be really fun. We
this
could
could
do
be
it.
really fun.
Cash
All
Cab.
right, if you think it's good, we'll
Oil cab,
we'll
oil
roll it
cab.
out. Oil cab, cash cab. All right, so today we are talking about some summer must-haves. We're going to continue on that topic and share some of our favorite recipes. So do you want to talk first a little bit about what you have?
Well, first I had a question for you.
Oh,
my gosh, you get so uncomfortable. Look at her, she's sweating. Do you remember ice cream trucks? When we lived in Park Ridge, Illinois, do you remember ice cream trucks?
Yes, I had this little thing I would wear to school. You know, it was like a necklace and it was pink and you would put your quarters in it. And I thought it was so cool. And so when I came out of school, sometimes the ice cream truck would be there and like occasionally we would get to pick something out. I remember that. I remember when hearing it come down our street. So I do have some memories of that. I thought it was really fun.
It's like one of those things in life that you can't ignore. Kind of like you're
Kind of like us.
Would you ever, like, when you hear that sound, you're like, oh, if Bob doesn't remember the music, he remembers there was a bar of bells on the top of it that the guy rang with a cord and it all rang across the
Because you didn't have the
front.
technology to play music through a car when
Probably
you guys young, or what?
Probably not. But there are certain things, like recently I was talking to my father about the fact that he shouldn't answer the door. He lives in a facility, well, in an independent living situation, and people are delivering things to his door, and we're asking him not to answer the door, and he has really struggled with that. And I finally said, what's the deal? And he said, you can never ignore a knock on the door.
Or a phone call.
Or a phone call.
So if you do that, you've broken.
Yeah, and so I thought that was
rules.
so interesting, because I'm sure your generation would be like, I ignore
phone
phone calls all the
time. I
right?
shouldn't say that.
Don't the word is out. But I would tend to be a little bit, I have a hard time.
You pick it up.
I have a hard time ignoring
I'm
it
a meanie.
sometimes. But yeah, so
I bet there are people in here who
so there are
ignore
things that
phone
we're
calls.
conditioned to do. I guess that's my point.
Yes.
The ice cream truck, the phone, whatever. And I think that we're conditioned to choose the over-the-counter product before we use our essential oils. I just think that that's
You have to
part of
retrain
who
your
we
brain.
are. You
Yeah.
have to think that through. So what we wanted to talk about a little bit today were some things that you can do, just to have them ready and think about them first. So I wanted to talk about our pets, our dogs. It's tick season, and we love our animals in America. We love our pets. And so here is a hack for you. I've got to set me. Amy doesn't. Don't talk to Amy. She's not a pet person.
We just don't have one, guys. Sorry.
Ours died, but I loved I loved him very much. So you can make a tick collar, tick repelling, flea repelling collar. And so you would put water in here. You don't have to fill it all the way up, guys, because it will wick it up. You can see it's like a cloth collar. You know what I mean, cloth. You could do this with a bandana
fabric,
too.
maybe.
Yeah, fabric. So the original recipe called for 80 milliliters of water, which is about 3 ounces. You might want to add a little bit more water in that. 3 drops of lavender, 3 drops of Purify, 2 drops of citronella, and 2 drops of peppermint. So you let it soak up, maybe like overnight, and then let it dry. Definitely let it dry. It says it's good for about 2 weeks. So you can, alternate colors, and do it that way. Some people like to put geranium in. Geranium is amazing for tick repelling. Cedarwood. There's all different things. And I was just kind of playing around mathematically. That recipe that I gave you costs 83 cents. And you could put 2 or 3 collars in here. So 83 cents. Or if you wanted to do one with just the cedarwood, that would be 50 cents. It costs nothing. Sarah McCord talked about a tick spray that they made for themselves and for their pets. It's water, a tablespoon of white vinegar, 20 drops of TerraShield, 5 drops each of lemongrass and cedarwood, and she put it in a 2-ounce glass bottle and made a spray out of it. And that costs $1.10 per bottle for her to make that. And she says it worked great on us and the dogs. So something to think about. So that was my first hack.
I always feel like people have a lot of questions about oils and pets, kind of like people do about oils in children or little ones or pregnant people. And our favorite resource on using essential oils well, doTERRA essential oils well with pets would be Dr. Janet Rourke. She's really good, and I would beat the same drum that I do with oils and little ones. There's no reason to be fearful. You just want to follow a couple rules of thumb and use them well and dilute them, and you're fine.
And
There's
you
no
always
reason
want to
panic.
use always doTERRA oils, right? That's a given for us. But Rourke is Roarke, and
I don't
she
think
is.
there's an E. Is there an E?
Yeah, there's an E.
Oh, okay.
Find her on Facebook and follow her. She has great education.
She's really good. So one of the things that in summer oftentimes can be hot, right? Depending on where you are, sometimes hotter than other places. But I love the tip of simply just using your peppermint oil just as is, or making a spray with it by simply water. And I'm the water and oil girl in a glass bottle, shake and spray is how I roll. But to use peppermint, I think, in an 8-ounce bottle, maybe 10 to 15 drops of your peppermint, the rest with water, and you use that as a cooling spray. It's gonna be really helpful when you kind of hit the limit and you're just have overdone it, or you're trying to stay a little bit cool. That's super helpful, especially if I know sporting schedules in the summer are looking different for kids right now, but if you have a kid that is out in the heat playing at an intense level, I think this is a really helpful tool.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people have already we had a really warm day this last weekend, and I had a mom reach out to me with her son who had a pretty significant sunburn.
Yeah, so if there's a sunburn, what I would recommend, actually 2 of my favorite oils for it, if I was just going to stick to 2, would be lavender and peppermint. Because lavender is going to give you the soothing piece for your skin, and peppermint's going to help cool you down a little bit because it does just radiate that heat. So again, you could use fractionated coconut oil. You could use it with a spray and some water. I always say do what's most convenient to you, but those are going to be go-to oils. If I were to add anything in, it would be frankincense. And for those of you who just got your Rose Touch from BOGO Week, use your Rose Touch. Use your frankincense touch, your neroli touch. Those are really good soothing oils and gentle floral oils.
So we were going to talk just one more time about bug sprays. The TerraShield comes mixed in a spray. This is a 15, how big is this?
15 mil.
15 mil.
Yeah.
And, or you can buy the, is it 15 mil? I think it's bigger than that.
Let me look.
This is 15.
Oh, 30 mil.
30.
Sorry,
so
guys.
you can get it like this and put your own spray top on, or put a few drops on your hand. You can buy it in a spray bottle. You can make your own spray like this. You have lots of options, but you know what? You will get bitten. Things happen. Bites happen.
Bites do happen.
Stings happen. So then we really love what we have, the Bug Bite blend. We also call it the Sting Stick.
Yeah.
So this
Smells really
is,
good.
I use equal amounts of Purify Cleansing Blend and lavender, and then I add about half that much of basil. And you can make it in a spray bottle, you can make it in a roller bottle. That roller bottle is going to go to the person who posts something hysterical for me. I'll mail that out next week, that roller bottle of
That's what
Bug
you're
Bite
gonna do.
blend. Yeah.
Taya asked, do you any of those help heal the burn? So lavender, frankincense, those are very healing oils. Peppermint is the cooling piece, but the other oils are going to help heal. So they help with both the immediate and the long term of that.
Yes,
That's a good
absolutely.
question.
So we just wanted to have like a nice little idea of some preparedness. Be prepared.
Yeah, so yesterday in our customer group, I went around our house and showed all our different oil stations, and I missed my favorite one, but anyway, by the door, I think that 2 to 5 minutes of prep like save you a lifetime. Like really are so helpful in this. Like set up your itch stick and your bug spray and a little station of that, your On Guard hand sanitizing, like whatever, right by the door, so that you can reach for it, a younger one can reach for it, and make it so easily accessible. It's right there with our sunscreen, so they can just go out the door and they're ready to go.
I mean, if you don't make it ahead of time, you're not going to use it in a pinch.
No, never.
And so then you're going to reach for your over-the-counter, which is the whole point of the beginning of this. Retrain your brain and have it ready.
Because you can reach for something that's safer, just as effective, if not more, and is way more affordable too.
Oh my gosh, costs pennies. And
Yeah.
you probably have all the supplies you need. And if you don't, reach out to us.
Yeah. Okay, so things that are coming up. So tomorrow at 1 p.m. we have our Essential Oils Made Easy class. This is for people who are new to oils, and you can hop on, you can experience some oils with us, and we have different options for those throughout the month, but our next one is tomorrow.
Yep.
And then Saturday morning. Okay, Saturday morning is our Symphony of the Cells class at 9:30 a.m. And this is where we're going to teach you how to effectively layer essential oils to target body systems and have massive results, like massive. It's our favorite. So that is on Saturday morning as well.
And then I want to remind you all, if you don't know, that we send out a newsletter at the beginning of every month that is chock full of facts and promos, and all of our events are in there, and you can just click on them and register. It's super easy. But we're finding out, looking at our insights and our statistics, that a lot of you, they're going to your junk mail. So could you do us a favor? Could you go and look for us? The one for this month said we made it through the month. Get it?
Get
made it. M-A-Y.
I love all the
made it.
Justin Timberlake ones, but I'm glad you didn't do that one. Okay, cool.
So I would, we both would ask sincerely. We put a lot of work into those newsletters, and we want to make sure that you get them, because everything's at your fingertips.
It'll make your life easier.
It will.
I'm
Talk
always
about,
trying to
like,
make people's life easier.
Yep. So watch for that and make sure you're getting it in your inbox. Okay.
Okay. All right. We will see you guys next week.
You never know where we're going to be.
Maybe the minivan will be outside your house.
Wouldn't just
kidding.
Fun.
Bye, everybody.
See you. Bye.